Keir Starmer, the saddest statesman in the West, entered government promising the biggest transformation of Britain since 1945. Investment in public services, housing revolution, clean energy, and workers' rights. He could make all these promises because for the 14 years prior, conservative rule left Britain a skeleton of itself. Austerity had hollowed out hospitals and schools, and Brexit left the UK alone and in decline. Instead, the Starmer government has delivered almost nothing, known instead for cutting heating subsidies for pensioners, allowing a friend of Epstein into its ranks, and accepting free Taylor Swift tickets while asking the public to tighten its belt. Labour won the second biggest parliamentary majority since World War II and has somehow become the least popular government in modern British history. So where do people go when the traditional parties have proven lifeless at best and malign at worst? Well, they're turning to this man, who you can see pictured here by the Times in a shameless anti-Semitic depiction. How is this tolerated? I don't know. Heads should fucking roll. But back to the point. The British Greens, among everyone under 50, have become the most popular party in the country. A year ago, the Green Party had 66,000 members. Today, it now has 215,000. And many attribute this to Zach Polanski, a 42-year-old vegan, openly gay, Jewish eco-populist. He was elected Green leader last September with 85% of the membership vote, and he's done something that the British left hasn't managed to do since Jeremy Corbyn. He's brought life back to the left. Polanski has shifted the party towards focusing not on climate, but on cost of living, including a wealth tax on assets over £10 million. Hell yeah. But unfortunately, I have to note this. In 2013, at 30 years old, Polanski worked as a hypnotist, where he told an undercover Sun journalist that he could hypnotize women into having bigger breasts. Look, I believe people can change, but damn, not a good look. Nothing screams a statesman like a 30-year-old misogynist hypnotist. But anyways, I want to be real. The Greens are promising a lot, but I also have not seen clear policy outlines for how they could deliver. Not abnormal for a rising opposition party, but definitely something that must be noted. And they also have very little substance on foreign policy, but it's not as alarming as the news is making it out to be. But it's also not very reassuring either. He has called for an alternative alliance to NATO, which sure, at face value sounds fine, maybe, if he had more to say about it, some structural idea of that, but he doesn't. It's all fluff. What is odd to me though, is the lack of innovation that Labour has at this moment. Reform is eating their vote in the north. The Greens are eating their vote in the cities. And yet, what is Labour doing about all of this? I honestly do not know. I don't think anybody knows. This week on Thursday will be the real test, both for Labour and also for the Greens, with local elections. In London, the Sea of Green looks like it's coming, where Labour controls 21 out of 32 councils. Polls now show 49% of Londoners are considering voting Green. Labour is indeed failing. The only thing worse would be a shift back right. It'd be not good for the Conservatives to come back into power, and it'd be way, way worse for the rise of Farage. But for the Greens, their heart seems to be in the right place, but they have a lot of cleaning up to do.